There was none like him who turned to the Lord with all his heart. Grace to you and peace from him who is and who was and who is to come. Please be seated. Grace to you and peace from him. Beloved in the Lord Jesus Christ, this morning we read for our personal and corporate meditation from 2 Kings chapter 23, the verses 1 to 4, and 6 to 7a, and 11 to 14, and 24 to 25. 2 Kings 23, 1 to 4, 6 to 7a, 11 to 14, and 24 to 25. There it is written, Then the king sent, and all the elders of Judah and Jerusalem were gathered to him. And the king went up to the house of the Lord, and with him all men of Judah, and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and the priests, and the prophets, all the people, both small and great. And he read in their hearing all the words of the book of the covenant that had been found in the house of the Lord. And the king stood by the pillar and made a covenant before the Lord to walk after the Lord and to keep his commandments and his testimonies and his statutes with all his heart and with all his soul, to perform the words of this great covenant that were written in this book. And all the people joined in the covenant. And the king commanded Hilkiah, the high priests, and the priests of the second order, and the keepers of the threshold, to bring out of the temple of the Lord all vessels made for Baal, for Asherah, and for all the host of heaven. He burned them outside Jerusalem in the fields of the Kidron, and carried the ashes to Bethel. And he brought out the Asherah from the house of the Lord outside Jerusalem to the brook Kidron, and burned it at the brook Kidron, and beat it to dust, and cast the dust of it upon the graves of the common people. And he broke down the houses of the male called prostitutes who were in the house of the Lord. And he removed the horses that the kings of Judah had dedicated to the sun at the entrance of the house of the Lord by the chamber of Nathan-Melech, the chamberlain who was in the precincts, and he burned the chariots of the sun with fire. And the altars on the roof of the upper chamber of Ahaz, which the kings of Judah had made, and the altars that Manasseh had made in the two courts of the house of the Lord, he pulled down and broke in the pieces and cast the dust of them into the brook Kidron. And the king defiled the high places that were east of Jerusalem, to the south of the Mount of Corruption, which Solomon, the king of Israel, had built for Ashtaroth, the abomination of the Sidonians, and the Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, and Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites, and it broke in pieces the pillars and cut down the Asherim and filled their places with the bones of men. Moreover, Joseph